How's it going, everybody? Chris Cards back through the mail. Monday 7 returns for you today, including our very first one from Greenville, South Carolina. Welcome to February, my friends. Super Bowl just 6 days away. Spring training about a month away. And, of course, NASCAR starts up here in a couple weeks at the Daytona 500. Of course, they had the clash at Bowman Gray over the weekend. That was entertaining. And we've got Jose Alvarez here on a 1989 Upper Deck card. Very interesting career arc for Jose Alvarez. 4 years in the bigs. Drafted by the Braves back in 1977, spent his entire career with the Braves. In fact, got into 8 games in 81 and 82 and did not play again until 1988 and 1989 when he got into 90 more games. 16 years in professional baseball, just 4 in the bigs, handful of games, 8-9 record with a 2.99 ERA and a 273 batting average. Like I said, interesting career arc, not bad numbers. Not quite sure why he never got more. Maybe it was injuries. I have no idea, but I'm not quite sure why he didn't get more of a look at the big league level. When he was up there, he pitched fairly well. Great start here on this week's Through the Mail Monday. One more for the 89 Upper Deck set. Let's move on, guys, to return number 2. Cincinnati, Ohio on our next return. And we've got Walt Terrell here on an 87 Topps card. In fact, he had 4 cards in my sets. He had 2 89 Upper Deck cards, including a high number card. 84 Topps, which he inscribed with his Major League Baseball debut inscription. Of course, 87 Topps, very nice return from Walt Terrell. Great signer. Spent 11 years in the bigs as a pitcher. 7 of those with the Detroit Tigers. 3 with the New York Mets. Also played for the Padres, Pittsburgh Pirates, and the Yanks. Most notably traded for Ron Darling in 1982 from Texas to the Mets, as well as for Lee Mazzilli. Lee Mazzilli went to Texas, and the Mets got back Walt Terrell and Ron Darling. And, of course, then they shipped him off in 84 to Detroit for Howard Johnson. So setting up that nice 80s run the Mets had was Walt Terrell a couple of different times as a trade piece with some classic 80s Mets involved. There you guys go. There's information. Awesome return for him. Nice to get these 4 cards signed, including 2 more Upper Deck cards signed for the set. Nice to see. As you know, if you follow my 89 Upper Deck update videos, I am I'm running out of cards to put in, so I'm glad I'm getting a few of these back so I can keep making those videos. Let's move on, guys, to return number 3. All right, moving right along, Charlotte, North Carolina for our next return. We've got South Carolina and North Carolina so far. Both the Carolinas are spoken for in this week's TTMM, and we've got Greg W. Harris, Greg Harris, not to be confused with Greg A. Harris, who pitched during the same time. Greg W. Harris, 89 Upper Deck card. Yay, another one. Greg Harris, we're going to get a whole video of 89 Upper Deck cards out of this one TTMM, perhaps. But Greg Harris, nice little 8-year career, 6 with the Padres, 2 with the Rockies, including that inaugural 93 season when the Padres basically had a fire sale in 93 and got rid of all their good players. 1 last season with Minnesota in 95, I think. He had a lot of problems with his arm, a lot of mismanagement as far as his surgeries and scams. He won a $6 million settlement in a case against some doctors and a bunch of other people at a San Diego court back in, I think, 1999 it was. So Greg W. Harris, pretty decent career until it got derailed. Nice to get a few cards signed, especially, of course, my 1989 Upper Deck card. Beautiful return from Greg Harris, yet another pitcher. Let's move on, guys, to our 4th return. Des Moines, Iowa for our next return here, which I already started to open because it was going to be a difficult one to open. And I wanted to save some time. And I still can't get it out of the envelope. There we go. We got some answered questions in here, which made it a little bit more difficult to open. And we've got some vintage. We've got Jerry McNertney. Jerry McNertney, not an easy name for me to say, but I think it did an okay job. Nice return from him. 9 years in the bigs. Started off as a corner infielder, ended up as a catcher. Usually that goes the other way around. 4 years with the White Sox. Only year of Seattle Pilots' existence. He was the catcher. In fact, he made the last out. He struck out as the final Seattle Pilot to take an at-bat in their only season before becoming the Milwaukee Brewers. Played also for St. Louis and Pittsburgh. Nice return from Jerry McNertney, including some answered questions. Let's see what he says here. How many autograph requests do you typically receive each week or month? He says 2 to 4. I'm guessing that's probably a week. He's got a lot of cards out there. Is there something out there you would like those that request autographs to know? Pet peeves, annoyances? And he says, Love to get requests. Awesome. And do you still follow the game? He said yes, especially... No? Now? Especially now? I don't know what that is. If you guys can help me out with that. It looked like KNOW. I'm not sure if that was Iowa, Knoxville, Iowa. I have no idea. Anyway, there you guys go. Jerry McNertney, nice return from him. I think I can get Joe McCabe to finish off that dual signed card. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he signs. And there you guys go. Awesome return. 88 years young, still signing strong, even at 88 years old. Boy, I hope I'm around it at 88. Probably not, but, you know, fingers crossed. All right, gang, moving right along in this week's Through the Mail Monday, Jacksonville, Florida, for our next return here. And we've got Alejandro Peña on an 84 Topps Tiffany, inscribed 81, 88, and 95 World Series champion. 87 Topps Tiffany's signed as well. 84 Topps, 87 Topps signed for the set. $3 a signature for Alejandro, which is why I sent him $12 and 4 cards. And glad to get those really nice Tiffany cards signed. 81, 88 World Series champion with the Dodgers. He did spend 15 years in the Bigs, 9 of those with the Dodgers, spent 3 with the Bravos, including 92 when he made it to the World Series, but he was left off the roster due to injury. 95, he came back with the Braves and won it all with them. In fact, winning the first 2 games of the NLDS. Alejandro Peña pitched a combined no-hitter on September 11th, 1991, along with Kent Merker and Mark Wallers, exactly 10 years prior to, of course, 9/11/01, the big 9/11. And, of course, on the very same day that Jeffrey Lebowski, a.k.a. The Dude, or El Duderino, if you're not into the whole brevity thing, wrote a check out for 69 cents for milk at his local Ralph's. A movie prop, actually, that I tried to win at auction a couple years ago. Didn't work out, but came close. There you guys go. There's Alejandro Peña's information. I did not send the 90 Topps card because I'm going to send that again later. And I wanted to get that inscription. I didn't want to kind of overwhelm him. Even though you're paying, I'm like, I don't want to be too greedy. But now I got to send back an 87 Topps Tiffany card, which, yeah, I do have a few more. And try to get that same inscription on it for my set. So that would be pretty sweet. So might see Alejandro Peña back here in another month or two on Through the Mail Monday. Nice return from him. Let's move on, guys, to our next return. All right, friends, Phoenix, Arizona for return number 6 here. Just one more to go after this one. And we have an index card that is unsigned, and we've got Vande Berg. Vande Berg on an 87 Topps Tiffany and an 87 Topps traded, signed for the set. 7 years in the Bigs. Pretty good little pitcher during his time. In fact, finished 4th in the Rookie of the Year voting in 1982. Behind Mr. Cal Ripken Jr., Wade Boggs, and Kent Herbeck. Tough class that year. Traded for Steve Yeager in 1985 to the Dodgers. Also played for the Indians and the Rangers. Nice to get these cards signed by Mr. Vande Berg. What a cool name. Led the league in games his rookie year with 78. There is his info. Let's move on, guys, to our final return of the day. Return number 7. Nashville 10IC for our 7th and final return of this week's Through the Mail Monday. Hit that like button, guys, before you leave. That'd be awesome. Thanks for joining me. We've got William VanLandingham for our final return. William VanLandingham spent 4 years in the majors, including all of them with the San Francisco Giants, including his very first year, his rookie year, which was his best year. Finished 7th in the Rookie of the Year balloting back in 1994. 1995, not bad either, but only spent 4 years in the Bigs. Got into 84 games as a Giant. Very long name, in fact, longest name in the Bigs until Jared Saltalamacchia came along. Fun facts about William VanLandingham. He faced Todd Hollinsworth. That was 26 letters. That was the longest combined pitcher and batter name, and he faced Jason Isringhausen when he was a Met starting. So longest pitchers opposing each other's combined names in the history of baseball. If you like fun baseball facts regarding long names, William VanLandingham is your man. There you guys go, Franklin, Tennessee. There's information. Nice return from him, and nice returns all around. All pitchers except one catcher, one lone catcher. Not even a catcher at the start of his career, but ended up being converted to a catcher. Of course, I'm talking about Jerry McNertney, which I didn't want to say that name again, but I forced myself to do it by bringing him back up again. Thanks, guys, for watching. Put in the books. Another great Through the Mail Monday, if I do say so myself. Lots of cards signed for my sets. Of course, 74 tops, 84, 87 tops, and 89 upper deck videos up every single Friday with about 5 to 10 cards going in. 5 cards on my 89 upper deck because I just don't have that many left, and 10 cards going in for the other sets. Also have a private signing video coming out this Saturday, as well as Super Bowl Sunday, my final NFL returns video. I will do all the returns I get this week. I will probably have a few more coming in through the next few weeks. I will probably put on Through the Mail Monday, so some football might make its way into Through the Mail Monday here in the next couple months, so stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys, for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of this week's returns. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. It's totally free to subscribe to the Chris Cards channel and keep up to date on the videos I put out if they so interest you. Or you can just wait till YouTube suggests you watch them, but sometimes it just doesn't work that way, so... That is it, my friends. Hope it is warm wherever you are. It is cold here in the Pacific Northwest. We had a little snow last night, Sunday night. I am recording this on a Monday, which is usually much later than I usually upload them, but this should be up by 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so it won't be too bad. Won't be too long of a wait. Thanks for waiting, guys. Appreciate it. Very exciting sports month. Hope you guys are ready to go. Should be fun. Super Bowl should be fun. NASCAR's coming up. Going to be fun. Pitchers and catchers reporting soon. Also fun. But right now, some warm weather would be awesome. Thanks, guys, for watching. See ya.